17th of December, and we've had such a heavy downpour over the last few days, but it's looking nice out there today. We're heading off in the morning, 1 o'clock, pick up to go and see what's happening in Portugal, where they've had it bad as well. The dawn of a new day in Portugal, our second day here on this trip. I've had a good night's sleep after the travelling. Now I've got to get down to some serious work. Right, I've been working outside a little bit. It's still, the battery's gone to one spot, so I'm trying to get the battery backed up a bit more by not using any electric. So I've had two jobs where I can see with natural daylight, and you can't really see it, I don't think, but that's where Paul was getting the steps ready to come down there, making it a bit safer, but it's still not safe in the dark. So I'm still messing about out here, but I got a bit of a shock when I come down here, because when I left I thought I'd left this reasonably okay, but now I see there's a great big mountains of brickwork again, which obviously the boys needed while I was working upstairs, but I can't believe how much crap's come out, because I had that to ground level. So I've got to be digging this out again, which will be an hour a day, I imagine, to try and get into the pile. But also, when I came out here, to my surprise and delight, was it Pedro had actually done my pruning and obviously took the olives in return. So it's tidied that up a lot nicer now. And Kenny's as well. So I'm quite happy with that. It's one job less for us, but I'm going to move them rocks there along here, the border between me and Kenny, just to bring it out a bit further, so that I've got an area where I can chuck all that crap in, and it'll build this end up. Because on a hill you always want terraces of any sort if you can, so you need either steps preferably, or slopes, and then flat pieces, and this is where the problem is. So I've got a lot of crap to move anyway, but I tidied it up a little bit last time I came, just to try and, well, clear the land back there more than anything, because of the fire risks and everything. And I left it too late really to do a lot of anything. So this time I'm determined to do a little bit more for later on, although we're in November now. There's not going to be a lot of aggro going on now, but it's a better weather conditions to actually do this sort of work. There's something's chittering in the tree. Got a bit of life here. Yeah, so that's where we're at with it at the moment. So while the battery, there's not a lot of sunlight yet. We did have it early doors, but it's a bit clouded over again now. But there's some blue mixed in with it, and the battery is actually, the solars are actually charging up, so just got to hope that it'll keep going and eventually give my batteries a bit more oomph, because I don't want to be running the batteries down if I don't have to, so I can get on with some outside work where the daylight's enough for me to work. Right, we'll soldier on. That's the mess to start with. I'm hoping by the end of the holiday that some of these have been tidied up. We'll see how we get on over the next few days. Come down the bottom of the garden just to do a little bit of tidying up down here as well, because I always neglect this area. And I thought I'll come and have a look at, see what the cacti are doing. It looks like the wind has took that one out, but look at the others. I'm soon going to get to the point where I'm going to have to actually not encourage him, because I'm not here most of the time. I can't look after any gardening items, but cactus look after themselves, don't they? Look at that booty. But this time of the year I can get round here and tidy this up. Normally it's just overgrown with weeds, you just can't get to it. So I'm probably going to have half an hour here. Golden opportunity to do it. Just rummaging through all this. This wood's been dumped down here from the top end probably 2 or 3 years now, and it was going to be used for burning, but obviously in summer it dries out all nice, but in winter nature takes over and the creepy crawlies and the fungi all set about breaking it all down, which is good for the soil. Obviously I'm not going to be burning that, but it'll get mixed up. But I just stopped to have a look at this fungi, mushroom or a toadstool. I'm obviously not going to eat it, but it's unusual for me. But yeah, that's what I've come across. I haven't seen any creeper crawlies yet, but there's quite a few lots of toadstools or mushrooms mixed in amongst it. But I need to get all this wood out so that we can get around the trees, because Pedro's been good. He's cut me. He's took the olives, which I don't mind because I don't get around to doing them. There's not enough for me to worry about. But he's obviously pruned it as he's gone along as well, which is quite handy because I don't know how to prune it properly. But he's obviously happy with them, so he's took them away. Left the odd one. But I don't think this year they've been a particularly good crop, but I don't fully understand it. But it is what it is. You have good years and bad years, like all crops. But I'm here in my happy place. Peace, fresh air, greenery. The only noise is bird song. Right, it's alright talking about that, but that's not getting the work done. So we're going to crack on again for a bit longer. Right, that'll do for the moment, I think, because there's a lot. This corner, I made a big mistake really. I dragged all the wood down here when we first got here. I should really have thought about just cutting it and storing it, but there's more was here on the house project, not the garden. But I'm letting. There's 2 ways of doing this. I don't know what I'm doing really. I'm going to go around again tomorrow, because if you do too much in one day, it's too much and you start getting bored with it. But I'm happy with that, more than pleased with that. I've got that. I've put them in these containers really just to keep them together now off the floor, because the criteria is to get the ground cleared, and the ground wants clearing for the olive picking. That's all. I'm not intending to plant anything else here or anything, but when it gets weeded over, it's difficult to put the nets around for the olives, and it's difficult to walk. And this particular corner is where chucked all the wood originally, thinking that, oh, it'll be all right there. Long hot summer, it'll dry out and then I can cut it and drag it in. But it hasn't. It's gone the other way. It's rotted down. Now that isn't bad in itself, because at the top there I did actually make a sunken raised garden effort thing out of old radiators, with this anticipation of this sort of thing happening, rotting down, and it'll make good soil or compost to mix in. But I didn't realise once all the grass grew over it and whatnot, it makes it a trip hazard, and it's a right little den there for the microbes working, and they're doing a grand job of breaking it all down into looser soil, etc., which will come in handy at some point. But the other side with the wood is that it's for burning as well, so you can't have it both ways. So I'm going to let nature do its own thing. If that rots down over winter, that's fair enough. If I come in summer and some of it's dried out, it might end up being stored up. But I think this here realistically is, it's gone too far now, so it will only turn into compost. But I'm happy with that. I just want to get this corner safe to walk on. And I haven't really kept the place tidy out the back here. I was trying on my last visit to make it a bit better, and we was rushing against time like we always are, to stop the fires, etc., which you have to do. But I'm conscious now of this time of year. It's better to be out here doing some of these things, because in summer it's just too hot. So that's what I intend to do, at least an hour or 2 hours a day before I go inside and get on with the house projects. I've took that load of stones away from there which were cluttered up, and I've made a corner here, and I intend to continue along here so I can drag all that rammel and everything and bring it flat here. But it doesn't do itself. It takes a lot of time, a lot of physical effort. And now I'm going to go and have my first cuppa, and then we'll see what we'll do after that. I think it'll be an indoor job after that, to be honest with you. But as you can see, we're getting another hill again, and it's soon. I know the guys, when they're working here, they haven't got time to sort the muck out, so they just tip it there. Then when I've got time, I move it all about. Oh, you can see in here, it's not too bad, but I've got to be careful now because my eyes aren't adjusted to this yet, and it's a lot deeper than it used to be when I come before. There's a step there, that's it. The step there, which will be great when we get it place lit up, and actually the step concreted in. Now this is where I wasn't sure where we'd got to last time, because I left it to the guys to do. I don't know whether we can see it or not. So that was, oh, it's got the shower in position, or the thing. It just needs, and it's got that cut out. That's good. Now we've got, what have we got here? Just trying to work out where we are with it. Yeah, the sink. The sink is here, and there should be, it's too dark to see. Oh yeah, there it is. So that's the vanity unit. This here is the toilet. Yeah, that's it. And this pipe here is coming along there to be connected up to the shower. It's a waste one, and it doesn't look as though we've got the bidet cut in yet, so that's probably going to be another job that I might get on with, or Mark might do it when he's got the electrics in, because that's the problem at the moment. We've got a lot of wiring ready to go in various places and sockets, just want fronts on, and switches just want connecting and wiring in all over the place, which will be great. It'll be great because that will allow us to get the daylight. Another socket there, and we've got the switch there. And our main bedroom, sockets are down there, ready to go in. Ignore the basin. That's not going in the bedroom. That's not staying in the bedroom. Double socket there. There's one here somewhere behind the glass. And then channeling in. Now I think I will probably end up backfilling the channel grooves. It'll save the time. Yeah. I've got to do jobs that I can do that are not going to get in the way of the boys when they come and do it. The professional bits, but there's all sorts of wires everywhere. Look, that's for the switch at the top of the stairs. And all of these are for the lights in various rooms. And that's the issue we've got at the moment. Not tripping over them, but getting the slab put in so that we'll have a nice flat floor to work to. And that's got to be mounted on the wall up there. And that, not sure what that is, whether that's a switch or whether that's must have been took out for a reason. Yeah, and I'm going to attempt to knock all the crap off the wall, but it sounds stupid, but I'm going to tidy up before I make a mess. I'm going to get rid of all this rubbish here. Right, that's good for now. In England, this time of year, most people are packing in, working. In Portugal, it's busy time. Gathering in the olive harvest. In the distance, someone burning all the cut off branches, I would think. This man must be rich because he's got a machine to do it, what they call a tickler. Now I've had a cloudy day all day and it's now 3:45 and it's just starting to get a bit darker in here. I'm up to 2 bars here. It was flashing 1.5, so even though it hasn't been full brightness today, we've actually, the battery is picking up a bit after all this dark, cloudy, rainy weather they've had in Portugal over the last week, mainly due to Storm Claudia or whatever they call her. Now I have been outdoors this morning, but this afternoon I've been tidying up from all of the muck and the crumbly bits that Paul had been doing when he's been building this wall up. So obviously I had to take the mud off the wall, and then pointing it all up and everything, which is basically what I've got to do on all of these walls. But I've decided that we've got to start with a clean slate, as it were, or a clean floor at least. So all of this is going out, and then I'm going to start in that corner, and I'm going to try and stack some of this stuff in this corner if I can, after I've knocked the mud off the wall from the ceiling down to there, so there shouldn't be any real bad muck and dust falling all over the place. Then that'll isolate that area, because all of this area has got to be cleared before we start laying the concrete. As you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff over there, and it's been moved outside once and it's been moved back in, and it's probably going to have to be moved outside there again. But we've got to wait until a window of opportunity, well, when Mark's ready first of all, and Paul, and a window of opportunity with the weather as well. Although it's mainly indoors, we'll be probably mixing outdoor. And we had a disaster today. I was looking for my gloves, couldn't find them, so I went to the shed. I thought, oh no, I've got loads in there. And the bag was hanging up. You've got it. When I tipped it out, it was full of water. So all of them have been water damage, rain damage. But we've had a dry day. And if we have another day like tomorrow, I suspect they'll probably be dry. I did wear one that wasn't dry, but I did my body heat basically dried it out. They don't take a lot of drying out. Down the bottom there was where I was sorting out all the wood under the far tree, and I started building a little bit of a stone wall there. So I've been busy little bee today. tied along there, first thing this morning. Now it's filling it up again, but I've got to put all that stonework somewhere because I don't. We'll probably want it again, but I've got to have a clear floor, so it's got to go whatever happens. So we will soldier on. That'll probably be it for tonight. Well, I'll carry until it gets dark, but it's getting close to getting dark now, so we'll see what we'll see. Yeah, picking all the. Look at that's it. Keep smiling. You will be famosa.
I remember I get that lady a bag of seeds. I don't know if you was here at that time. That was a few years ago. I said pick all the leaves out.
Ah.
They've got to be clean when you go in. No. I don't mind them then. They're not ripe yet, are they?
The different sorts, aren't there?
Green?
Yeah, the green ones and Preto and Verde.
Yeah. Not busy, isn't it?
Yeah, Grande and Piccano. Big ones and little ones.
Oh.
For all those in England, this is Kenny This is Kenny working.
Yes, they
But, there we go. That's the. No, yeah, keep smiling.
Now for the camera.
Famoso.
Got them on YouTube.
Yeah, you're gonna be famous. I should be working rather than filming, shouldn't I? We just needed to know the process.
You won't get charged probably again, like this.
No, that's right. We'll hook it into the bag next. To the way I'm now. I don't.